Oh, you're there. You're there. Sorry about that. Welcome to It Depends and that wonderful guitar riff of an intro. We are back to the original team tonight, and here they are. Say hi, everybody. Woo! Oh, your hand disappears. That's magic. I didn't realize you were a wizard, Kaz. Can you do that again?
What? My hand?
You make your hand. No, you make your hand disappear. You kind of.
I have a magical house.
Yeah, you're trying to play the piano. So Kaz is here, and Kaz is healthy. No cold, no illness, no whooping cough. So yeah, glass of wine.
Always.
Always. Oh,
oh, that's cool.
Even the wine disappears.
that is red wine.
No, it's a white one.
Yeah, neat. Oh, it's a white one. Okay, Anouk, you're not feeling 100% today.
No, not today, but it will be fine.
Microsoft's fault.
Yes.
Air conditioning.
Air conditioning, already feeling a little bit cold, and then it's even getting worse. So, but yeah, we will manage it.
Okay, cool. Marijn, I'm slightly disappointed in you, my friend. You have the same hat as last time.
It's true. Next time I will wear a different hat.
A different hat, and you wear it the right way around.
I might.
Yeah, okay, cool. Well, anyway, all set for another.
So that it doesn't work that way. So
no, it doesn't.
Anyway,
that's true. That's good. So are we all ready for another episode of It Depends? Yes. Okay. You see, if I was a really good host, I would know how many people had won which episodes. And then I could sit there and set up the anticipation and all that kind of stuff. But instead of doing that, let's go with a question, which I think tonight is a brilliant question. And it's the governance question on the tip of everybody's tongue. You see it? It's just there like that. What's the successful approach to supporting user adoption, training, and change management? Everybody talks about it. We've even done a workshop on it, and anybody wants to book that workshop, Marijn and I are very much up for joining your collab days and doing that, because we even bring Lego along. Brilliant stuff. Yeah, so user adoption, training, and change management. And as usual, the rules are very, very simple. I get to decide who wins because I get to decide how many bonus points people get. So that's the power in there. But they all do a speech. They have 2.5 minutes to explain their position on the question. And basically, you're going to learn something from tonight. Whatever happens, you're going to learn. So there we go. As usual, I emailed the question out from days ahead of time for them to consider their answers carefully. And a little bit of pressure because the first one back gets to do the last and best presentation. No pressure at all, Kaz. It took her about 12 seconds to respond. I think she was waiting for it to arrive. So that was cool. Was it you? You were waiting?
Let's say that I was waiting for your message, Steve. Yes, let's keep it.
Yeah, I did warn everybody it was on the way. So that's cool. And so let's go straight into that. So Kaz's question, I need to lose a few people. So let's say bye Anouk for now. Oh no, I'm telling lies. Come back. Don't go away like that because Kaz is going to be last. So Kaz will go by. And Anouk will go by. Producers well organized tonight.
Well organized.
Awesome. We can talk about them now they've gone. Wow, man. You had a good day today, I guess.
We had an amazing day. So we had Viva Explorers event in Microsoft Amsterdam.
Ooh.
It was amazing. Yeah, really good.
Good. Fine. Did you tell everybody to watch the program tonight?
I did not.
Fail miserably.
No,
All right.
Stickers. We need
We
stickers.
need stickers. Yes, I'm sure we'll do that. All right, cool. So here is your question. And the question, and this is your answer. So you think that the successful approach to adoption, training, and change management is actually to deliver a focused plan on with a good feedback loop. And my friend, your 2.5 minutes starts now.
Boom. All right, cool. A communications plan is so incredibly vital, of course. And I will tell you 5 reasons why it is important. So, of course, it is important because you want to have like proper decision making. You're going to talk about what you're going to roll out. You're going to talk about what you're going to do. So you need to have educated decisions. So that means you need to talk to your stakeholders and to all the parties that are interested in your project, to talk to them and to say, okay, this is what we're going to do at that time. Now, we also need proper structure of communication. So we need to say like the right information to the right people at the right time, which is super important. Also to focus on that feedback loop, because otherwise you're not going to get feedback if you're not going to say the right things to the right people at the right time. Makes sense. That is going to help you run your business like super efficiently. Now, also talking to the right people at the right time, having that feedback loop is going to prevent misunderstandings. It is going to prevent people to be confused, people to have negative impact on your project, because they will know what you're trying to say. And if it's not clear, they will talk to you and say, hey, I don't understand this, or hey, this might be wrong, or hey, this does not work for me. So you have a way to improve your communication and tell everybody like, this is what we're going to do at that time for those kinds of people. Yeah. Now, for your change management, this is just vital. It will improve the adoption because people will know what they will get at what time. So it is just super important. And if it doesn't work for them, if that time doesn't work for them, they have a feedback loop to tell them like, hey, we're actually in the middle of this other project. So why don't you wait 2 more weeks before you roll out this to us? And that way, this can help in your project management. This can help with your adoption. This can help with your training, because then people actually will know when the training is and they can make time to come to the training. So all in all, a communications plan with a good feedback loop, vital.
Ooh, boom with a little rush at the end. Yeah. All righty, let's bring everybody else back. Here we come. Neat.
And this has to be a 5 out of 5.
Remember, it needs to be a 5. Marijn's trying to break his losing streak. That was a good effort. Okay. Yeah, I know. It even looked like you'd made notes and that you was reading from a list. I was very impressed with the preparation. Very impressed. All right, cool. So there we go. That was Marijn's delivering communications plan focused on a good feedback loop. Ladies, please, on the private chat, if you give me your scores out of 5 for Marijn. I have my score down, and he was running a little late. Timing wasn't brilliant, I don't think. So we'll mark him down on the timing, but that's all right. I'm sure he has a golf score to aim for, so we'll see where we are at. But he's definitely trying to break a duck. But it's good. I enjoyed that. Got a few notes for later. So, Anouk, you are next. Do you want to see what your question was?
Yes,
It
please.
is here, just to remind you. So, the question, what successful approach to support user adoption, training, and change management? And you had create an enthusiastic ambassador network, trained and empowered to promote M365. I thought that was a really, really good response. And so, yes, time to say goodbye to Cass again. Do you want to say anything before you go? You've not said anything. You came on, you never said a word.
No, I'm just gonna enjoy the wine from the back of my living room.
Back of your mansion, your crib, recently seen on MTV.
Yeah, exactly. Welcome to my crib. No, you're gonna hear me soon, so it's fine.
Yeah, you'll be here soon. You get the last word. All right. So goodbye from you. And Marijn, always good to get rid of you, my friend. So ciao. All righty. Are we set?
Yes.
Good. Then your time starts now.
So for me, an ambassador program is quite important into training and
Yeah, something wrong with the timer. But there we go.
so the ambassador program is quite important into an organization if you want to implement Microsoft 365. Part of it or the entire tool, because when you create ambassadors, you have a group of people that are early adopters somewhat, and they start playing with the tools, they start learning from the tools, and they can ask questions to the experts about how things work. When the ambassador is knowing how to work with all of it, then it will be easier for him to deliver content and trainings and questions to the rest of the organization. And they can have support for people working with them, and they can be the first point where they can go with their questions. But you can't give the ambassadors just the time, hey, let's go, you need to start working on this, you need to start doing this, without any proper training. They need to be trained to start using all of those tools, because they need to be able to give it to the
Just keep going. I don't know what's wrong with the clock.
to the employees in your organization, and they need to learn them how to work with all of those tools. And it can be training about working with the tools, but it can also be training about how to train other people in it, and how to communicate with other people about what we are doing. And if you have a good ambassadors network, and if people in your organization know how to contact them and know for which tool to contact them, it will be easier for them to start working with the tools as well, because they don't need to go to an expert or even to IT to ask all of those questions. They have just a colleague they can go to, they can step out of their office, go to another building and talk with them. And there is nothing as easy as talking with a colleague about something you want to change or you want to go with. And it's even easier than just going to IT or some experts to do. That was my
Okay.
speech.
That was a great speech, and the clock is still got 2 seconds on it. So I have no idea what's happening with that today at all. But I'm just going to kind of remove that for now, and I'm going to add it again a little bit later on. See what that fixed. Good. All righty. Let's bring everybody else back, and we're going to go 1 and 2. Okay, cool. Well, again, if you can give the scores in the chat, then I can get those together and sorted out. I don't have any scores from the previous guys.
I was going to enter it, putting the scores in, and then you say I need to start my speech.
Okay,
So
if
I'm
you
going
just
to
throw
do
them
it
on
now.
there, that would be good.
Oh, you can't multitask.
You can't
No.
what?
Do we need to be able to multitask?
Of course.
All right, neat. You can tell we've all had a busy old time. I can just see it in everyone's channel. So we need a bit of enthusiasm. So a little bit of exercise on the screen. Everybody put their hands up. Yeah, come on, Kaz. Down. Down. Hey, see whether we can do a wave. See if we can do a wave. All right. So me, Anouk, Kaz, and Marijn in order. We go. Woo!
Woo!
Yeah, finish off with a slow, majestic wave. There we go. We all feel energized now. You see, I'd make an awesome ambassador. All right, good. All right, well done, Anouk. Sorry about the clock there. but I have no idea what went wrong with it. Maybe it's just one of those nights. It's feeling it as well as everybody else. So we have a bonus question around ambassadors. So, of course, nobody's ever seen these questions before, so it's a bit of a surprise. I hope it's not too difficult. But 5 must-have characteristics of a great ambassador. So we'll give you a few seconds to start it off, and if you start to have any space, the rest will jump in with their thoughts. So there you go, 5 great characteristics of an ambassador.
Knowledge of Microsoft 365 or the tool that they want to be ambassador for, because if they don't know it, nobody will learn it. Communication skills. They need to be able to communicate about it with other people. So at a very low level, not too deep in detail, but be able to tell people about it. Willing to learn, continuous learning, because if they don't learn about the tools and they don't keep up to date with it, they cannot be the ambassador for it, because everything changes so fast. They need to be able to do problem solving, because they will be they will be a point where other people in your organizations go to with questions. They need to be able to answer them, but even maybe do some search for the answer, because they don't know everything by heart, in my opinion. And passionate about it, passionate about all of what they do in the ambassadorship.
Well, that was cool. 5 answer. Anybody want to add any more or argue? I'm not sure
They
about.
must bring chocolates.
They must bring chocolate. Yes,
I have
bribery.
maybe one more to add. They need to know how to motivate other people to start using the tools.
That's a better one than the one about problem solving. Yeah, that was a bit of your own
I
shoulder.
don't want my ambassadors to take up all their time to be problem solving while we've got proper people
No,
to do
not
that.
all their time, but
But I like
they
the
will
motivation.
receive questions that they don't know by the answer by heart. And if they are good in their job and do want to know the questions, they will search for answers.
That is very, very true. Okay, any more thoughts on that then? Characteristics of a great ambassador? I think
must
the
be
only thing
loud.
I'd like... Sorry?
They must be loud.
Loud.
Yes. Scream
Okay,
it from
I
the
would- I was-
rooftops, shout it out.
Walk in the morning and go M365, go, go, go.
Yes.
Yeah, I can imagine that's needed. But I was thinking time. They need to be given time to do the role. So something that they can't sort of expect to bolt onto their job. Otherwise, they're not going to be able to get enthusiastic about it because it's one more thing to do that they're not getting paid for. And, you know, so yes, I think they need to be given the time as needed.
Well, are they not getting paid for this?
Yes. Another thing I think is they should get paid for it. Yeah.
Of course.
No idea.
Because this is just part of their job.
Yep.
The question is, who's going to pay for that? Is it
Ah.
their manager, or is it the project, or is it...
Yeah, I'm not even
Don't
sure
know.
they'd be allowed to be paid, but they're supposed to be ambassadors, and ambassadors notably get a low salary and a low wage. So, but yeah, they
That's
certainly
why we give them T-shirts.
T-shirts for definite. All right,
Yes.
good. Marijn knows how to bribe an ambassador.
But you
Actually,
are
I think
going to brand that ambassador, not to motivate them.
they are brand ambassadors. That's exactly what they are. They're a brand ambassador. Perfect.
The Microsoft fanboys. Thank
They're
you.
Microsoft fanboys or girls. Or girls. Oh, we have a disaster. There we go. Pen stopped working. All righty. It's time to get rid of a Nook and Marijn again, and a 1 and a 2. And how you doing, lady? You're a bit quiet tonight.
I know. I don't know why, because like I have like a very good mood, but I don't know why I'm so
Yeah.
quiet.
You went for a walk today. I thought that was brilliant.
Yeah, I did like 5K, and it was such a good. It helped me like gain control over my day, and it's like
Yeah.
a fantastic start to the week. So yeah.
No, I think it's pretty cool. I used to have a boss that would take most of his meetings walking because in the COVID period, especially, he would
I think
throw in his
maybe that piano and maybe that elegant background is just like making me, feel like I need to be like
elegant.
I don't know. I don't know what's
And
happening.
you're not normally elegant, is that right?
No.
You're normally one of
Oh,
the people.
Super, 100%, 150, always.
Yeah, I get it. No, I like the idea. I have to say I thought about a walk, but then again, I think about a walk every day and I never deliver it. So yes, proud, my dear, proud. Well done. All right, let's have a look at your question that you managed to bag within 12 seconds. So you had that the successful approach to support user adoption, training, and change management is to share the vision for M365 that has executive agreement and support. So there you go. We touched on it a little bit earlier, and I really need to make these titles shorter because I kind of have to zip around the titles on the screen here, otherwise people can't see me. I can kind of hide behind it. Can I do a creeping over the top? I should just let you get on with it, really. Let's just add the video to the sound stage and see whether it behaves itself today. This one. And we press play and away we go. You're up.
Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, I was actually very excited to see the question and the possible answers, and I immediately picked that one because it's sort of like close to my heart. So I've been at the end user end. I have been in the middle when I was like an ambassador and was kind of vouching and trying to get the software into the business, but I also have been on that executive, let's say, end. So I dare to say that from different experiences, it really matters that everything trickles down from the leadership to have that executive support. Because you can build your communication plans, you can invest resources in the training, but at the same time, these are going to be way more effective if you have that backed by the leadership. If the leadership says, we endorse that implementation, we endorse that change, then it immediately has more importance and significance, how important that is for the whole strategy and direction of the business. So most likely everyone else is going to embrace that change. So if the leadership says, oh, it's M365, it's just a bunch of business software, maybe that's not going to have enough importance. But if they treat it and show it and explain, let's say, to middle management, to frontline workers that, hey, we invest in this because maybe this is going to help us with lowering the attrition of employees, or maybe this is going to enhance internal collaboration. Maybe that's going to be a bit easier to everyone to follow, to understand how important that is. And of course, leadership has sometimes knowledge about the things that not everybody essentially knows about. So maybe they know, we're going to have a bunch of external executive advisors. So we need to have an X software because, we have to use that so that everyone is using it in the same fashion, let's say. So it's important that you have the same, information governance for our documents and whatnot. So I think this is very important to also follow that advice of the top people that are just knowing more sometimes than ambassadors or whatnot. And of course, execs, usually they have a certain, or ideally, they should have enough influence and authority to let's say, stop the bad behavior as well. So if, for example, leadership is we have a buy-in and they know how, for example, Teams should be used, they may as well very quickly stop some bad behaviors and promote a good use of software. Last but not least, they can set the tone for the whole cultural change of the organization. And I'm talking, and I'm not even looking that the time is up. Sorry.
It went a long time ago. I thought, oh, well, she's a little late for.
That's crazy because I have the thingy on my phone, and I was looking at 3 minutes here. So I don't know why.
Doesn't matter. It was actually very good. I enjoyed that very much. But
I could talk for 5 more minutes. Can I?
It's well. Let's just throw
right.
everybody back into the mix.
Oh my
Nice one. Nice one. Oh, no, he's upset. Oh, brilliant. No, I thought that was very good. I think it was the right subject for you for certain. Ladies and gents, if you can put your scores in the private chat, and let's bring up Kaz's bonus question. Here we go. All right. So there was a lot of it in there about what the fact that they need to share the vision that will be in the score, but what kind of personal attributes do you expect executives to bring to the role? What is it you expect to see in an executive?
I mean, I wasn't okay. Personal attributes. So I would say being very open-minded and also listening to the IT. I thought we were going to talk about what we can expect from executives to bring to the table.
Go for it. That's fine. But you said a lot of it already in your questions for your answers. So
yeah. So if it comes to like the personal attributes, then of course being open-minded, being some sort of having that enough level of authority or influence. So being seen as a leader, true leader, because execs might be managers, but they're not leaders at the same time. So having that, being seen as a leader. I would say a lot of it goes also to emotional intelligence. I think that it always really, really helps if the top execs can use the everything around emotional intelligence, even if it's just theory, to communicate better with everybody in the organization. Because it doesn't come naturally to everybody. Let's say that way. But what else can we expect? We can expect resources. So I mentioned that. So allocating resources wisely, bringing budget to support any additional trainings, to support creation of. Oh my God, are you laughing at me? What's happening today? Okay.
No. This is all really, really cool stuff. It's just it's if you saved all of your words to the last to your speech and questions for the answers. It was wicked. It was very good. The enthusiasm is an extra point. I'm going to put a bonus on there for the enthusiasm.
Yeah, I was just making the resources.
He was making money things. Yes, so that was good. No, pretty cool. Actually, I think that. I'll tell you what I thought about it when we closed down a little bit later. I got comments from everybody. Anybody else would like to add things that they expect executives to bring to the role? I have some thoughts to throw in to stir the pot, which Kaz might
in
not
the end,
agree
they're
with.
just big ambassadors with a slightly different role. I mean, they have to be the fanboys, but they have to bring that helicopter perspective on the one hand. On the other hand, they need to be there to make sure that the project goes smooth. So they need to check with their people, and they need to make sure that all the people doing the work can actually do the work or steer accordingly.
So you think they take a leadership role in ensuring that the project moves forward?
Yes, because in the end, they want to drive the business and they want to make sure that the business thrives. Reducing costs, bringing more money, making happier people, whatever, but they need to make sure that these things are being delivered.
Okay. Anouk, anything to add between your coughs and sneezes and nose blowing?
No, I think the most of it's already said. So they need to be involved in it, and they need to make sure that you have all the resources you need to have to do it. Otherwise, you can't finish it in the right way.
I have two things that I think Kaz didn't say, which is great, because there was a lot to say. One is authority. I think they need to bring the authority, which is what Marijn was kind of hinting at, but that, this is an important project. This is a high project on our strategy. And then I also think they should take every opportunity to support the project. So I think that, I would expect them to be sitting in the boardroom and making sure that it gets in there and that nothing gets in the way or deprioritized.
Wearing the t-shirts.
Yeah, wearing the t-shirt. So do they have a different T-shirt to the ambassadors?
No.
This one says, I'm not an ambassador, I'm the boss.
It could be something funny like that. Yeah.
That's good. Kaz, I thought that was brilliant. All right. You had highest marks from me. I really enjoyed that. I thought it was well thought through and thought and considered. And I didn't spot one bit of Chat GPT anywhere, which is always a bonus. Always a bonus. Have you got to the point where it's at, guys, now when you read stuff, you know where it comes from? You can tell certain keywords. Yeah, well. All right. Good, good, good. So that's it. Please put your marks into the chat for Kaz, and then I will get them in. That's very generous of you, Marijn. I assume that's 5 dots, not 5 zeros.
Oh, it was actually the number before, but I'll do that again.
Okay. All right, got it. All right, neat. All
Marijn,
right.
did you bid your bonus question? I've missed that out.
Marijn did his bonus question.
No, I don't think so.
No,
Yeah,
I
he did.
didn't.
This
No,
one.
I didn't. No, I didn't.
Didn't?
No. No, I didn't.
You're
That's fine.
fired. That's the crap production job. You're out. Okay, I'm going to get somebody else in next time. I'm sorry, you just can't get the staff for it anymore. It is just not good.
It's so hard
well.
to find good people.
That explains why Marijn's still last on my list. I thought, oh, well, he's just going for it again. Well, I think I saved this till the very end because I thought it was such a great question from Marijn as a bonus question. So list the 3 great
Really?
tools for managing the feedback loop. Smooth? Smooth?
Smooth as butter, as my daughter says. Yes.
You're going to go with it because you forgot what ChatGPT told you to say anyway.
Yeah, I already closed ChatGPT down. So, to be honest, no.
Well,
no,
let's just
It's-
all have a pop at it. Here we go. So
No, but it's super easy. It's super easy to have a feedback loop. Like, one, you should be floor walking. You should be walking around, and you should be there and get that feedback directly. So it's not really a tool, but it's just you being present is already delivering value, but also great for that feedback loop.
so
If you
personal
really want to
feedback.
have tools, you could have like a box with a hole in it where people can drop little notes in. Yeah, like the little idea box that you have.
And then that would
That could
allow
be
you
a-
to
that could
have
be
pens
valuable.
with the name of the project on it, wouldn't it? So you're ready to give out little freebies. This pen is for you to write your feedback in and put it down that hole.
Exactly.
Just
So,
make sure that
no,
the
what
toilet's
else-
in that
what else could we
direction when
use?
you sit there and say that hole there.
You could
Go on, what's your
no,
third?
let's not go there. No. But you can use so many tools for this. I mean, Forms is amazing at collecting information. You could be using Viva Pulse, Viva Glint if you have the license for it, which nobody has, but that's fine. But these could be tools to gather feedback around your project. For example, for Pulse you could now, for example, do something about Copilot. Where you can have a proper Copilot feedback survey thingy going on. So Forms might work, email might work, Viva Engage, formerly known as Yammer, might work. Just decide on one. It's so easy.
Well, that was the point of your question. We asked you to decide on the 3 great ones, not just give us a list. So I'll have to take a
Okay,
take
so
point off of that.
Forms, Viva Engage, and another one.
And another one. The other one. That
Yes.
one. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That's fair dues. I'm so sorry for getting your bonus question. I do apologize.
That's
So
fine.
It
The
won't
part
happen
of-
again.
the part of Forms, Glint, and Pulse you just had it of today's sessions.
Exactly. That is why I'm going to sessions so that somebody who's way smarter than me can tell me how to do stuff. So today somebody told me if you want to get feedback, use Forms, Glint, and Pulse.
You know, I work in an organization where nobody in the organization responds to any kinds of electronic response or feedback tools. Hey, let's by email.
Yes,
So
they do. If you write it in the wrong language.
That's true.
If you write it in
If you
French,
write it in the wrong
the
language,
Dutch
they'll
people
say,
will
hey,
say,
this is
that's
written.
not my language.
But I like the idea of walking the floor and collecting feedback. I think that's it is one of the key ones.
Yeah,
if you
absolutely,
possibly can.
yes. Yeah.
So that's it's pretty cool.
Don't use the box with the hole in it, because that will just be used by people to throw in their cigarette butts and their chewing gum remains and stuff like that. So don't do that.
Okay, cool. All right, I've got one score to put in here, and then I can throw it up on the wall.
Also, I demand to have 5 points extra for the show master forgetting about my thingy.
I think that Marijn and I would have you would have won today if only you had a different hat on. So the fact that you wore the same hat twice was such a negative score. So look at
But it's
that.
my FIFA Explorers hat, because today we had our FIFA Explorers event.
Is that what it is? I don't know what
Yes.
we're in today. Everybody gave everybody 4 points. All right. In terms of it was 4s and 4s and 4s all around. So nobody was perfect and nobody was bad. Or that you just didn't really think about it. But it doesn't really matter. I think the important thing is Marijn was last as always, because we'd hate to break that run. Ladies, yeah, different presentations. But bonus point was added here and there. So that's good. Nobody learned from Kevin's last episode. Mentioning it depends always gets you a bonus point. And nobody took on those options. I was surprised that
I
Marijn
need to be honest, I didn't have time to watch the episode already. So sorry for that.
There you go.
It depends a loser.
All righty, good. Well, thank you very much, guys. It's another Monday night. It looks like we've had a bit of a tiring one. So the pleasure was all ours. So thank you very, very much. So there we go. Another episode of It Depends. We have heard some pretty cool stuff here. We have heard that structured communications, getting the right information to the right people at the right time, is absolutely up for it. We have heard that communication based on the plan to support the training. And don't forget that with ambassadors, you do get 100% access to your audience. And we need executives that are excited. That's the word I was trying to write. Excited about the project, excited about the product, and excited about the changes that's going to be in the organization. So there you go. There's another episode of It Depends. Bye-bye.